Living Radio. That's where we are today, and I have a very short and brief guest in the house today, and it's just going to be for about 2-3 minutes, and then we'll leave here. And the guest I'm talking about is a man who has paid his dues in the land of Enyambaseri, about here, and he is going to introduce himself. He will tell you his name and so on. But what we're saying about is he just visited the Living Radio 90.9, and then we are going to talk with him. And then this is the land of our birth. This is the land, our own land. And Nigeria is our land. Abia is our own state. And Dangwa land is our own immediate nation. And so we have our brother here. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you so very much.
Let's know you, sir.
My name's Collins Okudire Nwakama.
Sir, what part of this country are you from?
I am from Abia State. I am from Obiungwa. I am from Nenu. In Nenu, I am from Omanunoku. In Omanunoku, I am from the great Nwakamas family.
Okay, sir. You're welcome to our program today, Living Radio 90.9. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you so very much again.
Okay, sir. You decided to visit us today. Do you have any particular thing in mind for visiting Living Radio 90.9?
Yes, sometimes, and I think always, seeing is believing. I have heard so much about the living television, radio, and
academy.
So I decided today to do a surprise show, visit St. Moses and you, Prof. And luckily you are all here, and here I am live in the studio. Thank you.
All right, so I know you are an Abian. You are an Abia State person, and then I know you've been very active in Abia State politics all this while. Just for 1 or 2 seconds, I wonder what would you have to tell us about Abia politics and the way Abia it is, and Nigeria generally.
Charity begins at home. I will start with home, and home is Abia. So far so good. The era of politicking ended a week yesterday when the Supreme Court said His Excellency Governor Uti is the rightful winner, and that Labour Party are the custodians of power now. So we don't have any. We thank God for the judgment. We thank God for the tranquility in Abia so far, the acceptability. So God is God that raises rulers and
dethrones them.
Yes. So now that we of the PDP are on the bench, we should be on the bench and watch, because to be a good leader, you must be a good follower too. So now that we are no more leading, we should follow attentively and follow and watch, so that by the next turn of events, if we put our acts together, we may also come up again.
And by then you would have learned your mistakes.
Of course, yes.
All right, thank you for that. That is a very wonderful one. That is to say, for you to be a leader, you must be a follower. And then for you to be a follower, that means learning is a learning process.
Yes.
And leadership is not automatic. It is something that follows a gradual process. That is exactly what our brother Wakama is saying here. All right, sir. And finally, before we go today, what is your goodwill message to Apians, to Dengwas, and even those who had hoped that the PDP were going to win in the Supreme Court, and then eventually maybe they are disappointed or not? So what is your good message to Apians?
My goodwill message is Ndekanye. Politics is not a do or die affair. Politics is only a means and not end of it. Ndekanye no la PDP emeriela anyị desini imeri ndodo. Nobody committed suicide all the times we were winning. So nobody should commit suicide. Rather, look for your second address and continue and support the government in power and pray that by the next turn of events that you lead again. Otherwise, adma gwandeka anyị so onye ọbụla obi agbafulu onye ọbụla kpewara Chineke. Ọ bụ Chineke bụ onye na-eji enye ọchịchị. Ota ọ nafụrụ anyị ya. Adịkwa mistakes anyị mere. Ọ ga-abụ time to look inward. Correct those mistakes. Otu onye kụrụ egwu ụwa na ọsị he who fights and run away
must live to fight again.
Fight another day. You will only fight another day when you are alive. So whatever you do, make sure you are alive. Make sure you are healthy. Make sure that you pray to God. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you've heard that. I think this is a very wonderful advice, and I'm not sure we've had this advice this year. It doesn't really matter the political party you belong to. What he's simply saying is that name is a sociological identification. It doesn't really matter what is there. That is why Uswago can become a Christian, and a Christian also can become a native doctor. That is exactly what he's saying. That is to say that the political party is irrelevant, but all of us are Arabians. Now that Alex Otti is in power, we shall also do everything we can to ensure that we support him, and then also learn from the past mistakes. As we look at Otti, why is Otti succeeding? Why is he doing best? Let us learn from those facts, and so that if there were ways we made mistakes, we can also correct it. That's exactly what he's saying, and that is exactly what it is for now. But this is very short, but I think it's a very wonderful thing for Abians to know and listen to. Politics is not a do or die affair. If you are there, you are there. When you are not there, allow those who are there to do it better, so that you can always come back to say, I made a mistake here, I can always come back to it. All right, that's the way it is today. And that is our brother from Obingwa, who was a chieftain of the PDP, and not just a chieftain, and also he was very much involved in Okezie Ikpeazu's administration.
Yeah,
you've had his address.
Yeah, I was the chairman, body of advisors to His Excellency, the former governor of Abia State.
You've heard that? He was the chairman of body of advisors to the former governor. And then I'm sure that is why he's advising you. It is time to shed our salt and then make sure we support this government.
Yes.
Abia is for all of us.
Yes.
Nobody owns it. Not even the governor that owns it. He's just an umpire who should make sure that the common patrimony gets to everybody. It's not his personal own. It's not anybody's own, but for all of us. Having said that, my brother, once again, I want you to tell the audience your name, and then give them your final word before we go to there.
Okay, like I said earlier, my name's Collins Okudire Nwakama. Collins Nwakama is an Obiungwa indigene. I come from Nenu Autonomous Community, and my particular village is Omoanenoku, and from the great Nwakama family. So I will advise us. The battle is over, the struggle is over, politicking is over, elections are over. We have a governor, His Excellency Dr. Alex Otti, who happens to be my schoolmate in Ongwa High School. So the much I know of him, he will do his best. So let's Let's help him. Let's help him. Abia belongs to all of us. And Odu Onyanya ge ha for ya. Adigsi Onyanya ge ha for Abia State. When you are called to do a service, you're not doing that service to Governor Oti. You are doing the service to the people of Abia State. So let's all contribute our quota to make Abia better, greater, and more comfortable and secured for all of us. Thank you so very much.
Thank you very much. Before you go, I want to ask you one thing. Are you regretting for being a member of PDP because Labour Party has won?
Never. Nothing to regret about. Nothing to regret about. You must act from somewhere. I acted from somewhere. Others are acting now from somewhere. No regrets whatsoever.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That is Collins Nwakama, who was the chairman, body of advisors, Abia State here, who worked under Okezie Victor Igbazo. Dr. Okezie Victor Igbazo, as the then governor of Abia State. He is the one who has been with us here in the studio to talk to us, to talk to Abians and tell them there is no need to worry. There is no need to worry because one person must always be there at a time, not two persons. And it has fallen on Oti's shoulder. Let us watch. Let us support Oti and see what he's going to do with this government. Pray for him. Wish him well. Let's see what's going to happen. And having said this, remember, I'm your anchor man, Orator Chinedum Godson Adiele, the radio tyrant, and your brother and friend and uncle. Uncle Collins Nwakama, thank you for coming to the studio today.
You're welcome.
Right, wonderful listeners, enjoy the rest of our day. And this is your darling station, 90.9 Living Radio. You see us, you hear us, and you also see us in our living television. Bye for now.